hard copy of the application either by post or handover in person before last date. That is stage 2. In stage 3, once Puducherry Technological University receives the hard copy of your application, the processing of your application will begin. So the very important thing to remember here is your application processing will begin only when the hard copy of the application is received. So if you simply stop by submitting the online application form, and if you don't submit the hard copy of your application will not be processed. So it is necessary that all the candidates who are applying for postgraduate admission should send the hard copy of the application form along with the relevant copies of the certificates by post before the due date. So that is the first important thing. The list of courses offered for postgraduate admission: 1. M.Tech or Master of Technology; 2. MBA or Master of Business Administration; 3. M.C.A or Master of Computer Applications; 4th, M.S.C or Master of Science. So these are the 4 courses considered for postgraduate admissions. Next important thing is a single online application is sufficient for applying multiple courses. Say for example, if a candidate is applying for M.Tech, he can also opt for MBA in the same application. He need not have to apply separately, which means a single application form is sufficient for applying multiple courses. This is pertaining to how to send the hard copy. Once you complete the online application, you would receive an email to your registered email address with the PDF version of the application form. So you have to print that application form, and along with the printed hard copy of the application, you have to attach all the copies of the relevant certificates, and you have to submit either by post or you have to come and hand over in person. And the postal address can be referred in the website. The candidates have to submit an undertaking form as per the format given in Annexure 2. So this is your undertaking form format. This is available in Annexure 2, and it's also available in the website. So you need to fill this undertaking form, take a scanned copy of that, and attach that in the online application. And you also send the same certificate by post. So you have to fill this application by filling your name along with your father's name. You put your signature here along with your full name, write your full address here. Make sure that you get your father's signature also here along with his name. This certificate is mandatory for all the applicants who are applying for postgraduate admissions. Very important thing is the candidates have to ensure the correctness of the data. The candidates have to ensure the correctness of the data entered in the online application, which includes name, contact address, category, educational qualification, date of birth, etc. The important factor to be considered here is once you submit the online form, the candidates cannot edit the form later on. So postgraduate admission committee will not entertain any request for change in data later on. Make sure that you are submitting the correct data while entering the online application form. Candidates who are applying under Puducherry UT category should submit the residence and community certificate if applicable, which is digitally verified by the competent authority. The certificates has to be digitally verified by the Department of Revenue and Disaster Management, Government of Puducherry. So it is important that all the candidates who are applying under Puducherry UT category should submit their residence and community certificates which are digitally signed by the competent authority. The mode of admission is based on the CGPA secured by the candidate in the qualifying degree up to pre-final semester. The final semester is not taken into account. Whatever is the CGPA taken by the candidate up to pre-final semester is taken into consideration for the mode of admission. This is, however, not applicable for candidates applying under sponsored quota. Those candidates who are currently in the final semester also can apply, or candidates who have already appeared for the final semester and waiting for the examination, or those who are going to appear for the final semester examination can also apply, because the evaluation is based on pre-final semester mark. However, they have to produce all the original mark sheets up to pre-final semester during provisional admission. They have to submit an undertaking form as per Annexure 3, stating that they have appeared for the examination, and they would submit the certificate of passing the qualifying examination within 2 months from the date of admission, failing which they would forfeit their seat. So this Annexure 3 has to be submitted by candidates who are currently in the final semester examination and applying for postgraduate admissions. The condition for admission for candidates who are currently in final semester examination, the marks up to pre-final semester is taken for admission, which means they have to satisfy two important conditions. One, they have to pass in all subjects in the final semester. Number two, they have to satisfy the minimum eligible percentage of marks, including the final semester after they complete their graduation. So these are the two conditions for confirming admission for those candidates who are currently in the final semester and who have applied for postgraduate admissions. Such candidates should submit mark sheet of all semesters along with the provisional certificates within 2 months from the date of provisional admission, failing which their admissions stands cancelled. This condition is followed for all degree courses. Applications which are incomplete, defective, or received after the due date are liable for rejection. So it is important that the candidates take due care when they fill the online application form and submit the hard copy before the due date. No correspondence whatsoever shall be entertained in this regard. This is the contact email ID. All communications shall be done by email. pgac_pdy@tech.edu is the official email ID for postgraduate admission.